Yeah, there's like 5 people here.
Can I fix my hair?
Okay.
This feels like...
Because this has like an hour and 30, but...
Curtis, I know you were asking some questions. Let's get some questions. Come on, bro.
You've been asking, you like theater. Come on.
Not even about theater. Talk about
Theater,
just talk to us.
Performing arts.
Band.
Literally anything.
Theater.
Rose experience.
Great question. Yeah.
Okay, how about you guys who are part of theater start talking about theater?
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Oh, we finally have a question. What are the music directors like?
No.
I'm in the choirs, or I have been in several of the choirs. I know that at least the regular choir has an external director. She's really nice.
Like server music.
She also teaches the choir at the local high school. North Vigo, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the other 2 choirs, so the chamber choir is run by a student as well as the a cappella group. They are both student-led organizations. And I mean, they all have good leadership. They're all
And then
pretty good.
one of the band directors, Norm Hansen, he is very, very passionate about music. I know some people who love him personally. I was not in the band, so I just know this secondhand. I don't know if any of you
I
have
haven't
other
heard of
interactions.
him.
Norm Hansen. I've enjoyed my interactions with him. He also seems, he's a little eccentric from what I can tell. But it's like an enjoyable eccentric once you're on his good side, at least, as far as I know. Yes, Vincent. Yes.
But yeah, can anyone speak to like orchestra?
Yeah, okay, so basically, there's pep band, which is like marching band. They play at some of the games, like football games and basketball games, and that's pretty cool. I know that there's a student that conducts that, and then concert band is led by an actual conductor, Julie Duggar. She's pretty cool. I joined spring quarter, so I was just there for like 1 rehearsal, so I don't have much to speak about, but like it was nice and chill. And the thing is about here at Rose, there's no audition process, so if you want to play, you show up to rehearsals and you play. So concert band is like, you know, a little, I think, medium type of music, and then symphonic orchestra has harder repertoire, and that's more like the full orchestra, so I think that's not inclusive towards all instruments, but I could be wrong. So yeah, that'll be a bit harder, and I think Julie still conducts it, or maybe Norm conducts it. So that's
Cool.
like both.
Yes.
And then if you want to talk about theater.
Theater. Cool. So, theater is directed by Trevor Hansen, the son of Norm Hansen.
I love him.
He is fantastic. I love him a lot. And also, Michael, he is the scary version. There is good cop and bad cop. Michael is the tech.
Scary.
He's tech.
He is scary.
I like Michael
When you
a
first
lot.
meet him.
When you first meet him, he is terrifying.
Big scary.
But it's like good cop.
Like,
Really? Fantastic. Yeah, no, I was terrified.
He was really nice to me.
That's cool. Yeah, he can be a very nice person.
Oh,
He just knows he's intimidating if he wants to be.
Don't throw apples.
Huh?
Don't throw apples.
Don't throw apples on the stage. You'll get very mad.
Wait, let's keep talking about that a bit, and then
And let's keep it to 1 person at a time.
yeah.
So, William, there are 3 productions every year. This upcoming year is 2 musicals and a play, and they switch. So it's either 2 musicals and one straight play, or 2 straight plays and a musical. Production quality, I would say it's pretty good. I only did 1. I did Almost Maine from the tech side. They try their best with. It's a smaller theater, so.
How many students get involved?
In theater?
I was like,
Like in the actual shows, or in like tech, or like the whole thing? Because like acting wise, like the big musicals, I know we probably had about 20 in like a big one not this most recent year, but like my freshman year.
Aida?
Not Aida, yeah, that was probably about 20.
Aida was really good.
20 to 30 is pretty good, but then there are smaller ones, like one of them had like 6 people.
Yeah, Almost Maine was pretty small, probably like 10 people. We were going to do the Adams Family in the spring, and I think they had between 20 and 30 tryout for the.
Yeah. Usually the big musical is like 20 to 30, and then like the plays are a bit smaller, closer to 10.
I got you. Is there a choir anyone can join?
Yeah, all the choirs, anyone can join. You don't really have an audition. The main choir is basically, if you show up, you're in. That's the one where we have an external director come in. That's more your traditional choir. The a cappella is also a slightly larger group. It is also, you don't have to audition. Chamber choir is considered to be more elite. They do a lot more difficult repertoire, but that is, it's a small group, so about 10 people. If you're, like, that's going to be the one where it's kind of like, do you want to, do you not, based on difficulty, but none of them audition, so if you want to do one, you're in. For the choirs, that is.
Also, so the work study thing, me and JJ worked tech for work study. You can also work as like an usher. It's
But
really
that's
easy.
lame.
Yeah, tech is so much cooler.
Bro, we got to
basically
work
teach you
so
everything.
many cool things.
Yeah, we worked a really cool magic show that had like explosives. We got a setup for the Russian ballet. There was the lead singer of Styx, Dennis DeYoung, got to meet him. It's pretty cool. Michael, they say Michael's scary. He was really nice to me.
He was scary to me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
He was scary, but he's good now.
But it's super easy to sign up. Like you basically just hit like apply and you have the job. And because they're gonna take everybody.
Right, and also there's other work study options. I'm not completely sure about the wording of the question, but there are other work study options on campus, such as working at the SRC doing miscellaneous things. You know, like I know that for instance, some departments have people, so like I had a friend that was working for the civil department as a work study and running papers and whatnot. So departments will have that.
You can work at the
Curtis?
library.
You can work at the library, you can work in career services. There's a lot of opportunities for people to make money on campus, which is pretty great.
Curtis asked if there are any school instruments for band orchestra.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Kevin asked what robotics club opportunities are there?
There's two, right? There's
there
the
we go.
robotics club and then like
The robotics team.
Well, competition-wise.
Competition-wise, there's a lot.
They have a
there's a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know about
the robotics team this year, so I worked in the station right next to them, and it was funny, they just kind of like found all the robots again this year, and they actually got them working, which they were all very happy and surprised about. So they were quite excited to go to like competition, but sadly, you know, everything kind of went crazy.
So for robotics, they go to a competition. One of the competitions they go to is the one in China called Rockmaster. It's like kind of like battle robots-ish theme, so like a League of Legends style-ish. So you got 5 robots per team and they can fight against each other. So we flew an entire crew there last summer, plus 8 advisors, so we covered all the expenses like hotel rooms and flight tickets and everything else. We were gonna do that again this year, but like, you know, the thing happened. So yeah, we got lots of opportunities on campus about robotics.
Curtis asked what condition the instruments are in.
Yeah, Faith and I were just
all broken.
No!
Yeah,
They're very well maintained.
Oh,
Like the second it's like broken, they send it off to get it fixed. So
Yeah.
as far as the ones I've seen that I've been a part of.
Also, there
Yeah.
is a part of the tour when we post it where we show the instrument room. And you can see some of them, a lot of them are in cases, but some of them are out.
But like I personally have my own oboe because my school had all the instruments but an oboe. But like those are some particular instruments that you need to have. Like I would feel more comfortable playing my own. I'd feel more comfortable getting my own hand-made reeds kind of thing. But no one's really complaining about them. They're great. Like Rose takes care of almost everything that we have here. So yeah.
Yeah, I played the Rose trombone last summer and it was fine.
Okay, Wade just said she played a Rose trombone here and it was just fine. It was good.
It was better than mine.
Better than hers that she owns. So I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah, there was also, my friend played the saxophone, and she had her own saxophone on campus, and she would actually prefer to use the ones over at Hatfield, so.
Pretty good.
Someone showed off the esports lab. Does this mean you should start learning how to play League of Legends or Dota?
Yes.
Yes.
Possibly.
What's Dota?
Where's
It's
Hannah
basically
Tucker?
the
Get
same.
It
just
stands
different.
for damn other teams also.
I mean,
Hannah Turner gets it.
I think they're trying to start teams, William. So and a lot of people just play for fun.
And Smash. They
We
have
also
Smash
have-
tournaments.
We had IMs this summer too that were league. I don't know if Dota had one, but yeah. So they definitely are trying to incorporate more team-based stuff.
For applications and essays for any college, what kind of stuff should you write about?
Make it personal to you. Write about something that made a difference in your life. I know the questions are different at every place, but like, don't just write, don't write about something that everyone did. Like, even if it is something that everyone did, explain why it's important to you and why it made a difference to you. Because people are really looking to see your personality in these essays. Some people want to see more how you're going to fit into their school community than, oh, I did well on my test scores and stuff like that. So really showing off your personality and what's important to you is going to be #1 in writing essays.
Yeah, look, I wrote about books and they let
Get
me
up there,
in.
Wave.
So-
Wave, get up there.
Wait,
Get up there.
Come on, Wave.
they can't hear you.
Hey, introducing. Well, she's not walking over currently.
Introducing Tidal Wave.
Hey, yeah!
But yeah, I wrote about books and that it makes me think outside the box and they let me in, so don't stress too much. You'll be fine.
I would say one of the trick is to visit those schools and see what kind of person they're looking for, and then try to just try to write more about try to write about more of yourself that kind of fits in the school.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
We don't really have any questions right now, so anybody else part of any other clubs they want to talk about?
Join Improv Club. Improv Club is a fun club where we improvise. You don't even have to be good at it. You can literally just come and watch. Join Improv.
JJ?
Design Build Fly is pretty cool. I like airplanes and stuff, so we build airplanes and stuff. But like RC ones on a smaller scale that meet the competition aspects.
Join Improv.
Curtis is super easy to start a club.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's incredibly
It
easy.
is really easy to start a club. So yeah, if you have something you like to do, get a couple people to do it with you. Get a
Faculty
get
advisor.
a faculty to you'll get to know people here. If you talk to a professor and say, hey, I really like to do this. Would you mind sponsoring us? Getting that advisor. That's really, as long as you have a couple friends and an advisor, you're good. It's pretty easy.
Probably just like high school, sorry.
You know Jill?
Yeah.
She started a line dancing club, so like you can start pretty much any club you want.
Yeah, there's swing dancing club too.
Is it worth applying to low admission rate schools if you know someone better than you is also applying?
Yes.
What? Just go for it. Who cares if someone's better than you? You're better.
No one is better than you. Be confident.
Actually, here's the opposite. Literally, that someone will always be better than you, but
That's
still do
true.
it anyway.
But you're also, no one's better than you.
That should not hold you back, though. So,
They're accepting more than one person. There's no reason why they wouldn't let in 2 people.
Yeah.
Like they're letting in hundreds or thousands of kids.
And when you say better than you, there are so many things that you're probably better than them at. So don't you dare just blanket statement they're better than you, because that's wrong. Wrong.
What
You
I-
garbage person. You're better at being here, probably. Assuming they're not.
The way I think about it and go about it is so say you decided not to, blah blah blah, and now you're a year or 2 in college, and then you look back and you say, what if I had applied? What if this? What if that? So I would say do it so then you don't have those questions, those unclosed questions, open-ended questions, or unanswered questions, so you can live your life to the fullest without anything hindering you.
If it's somewhere you want to apply, go for it.
Just do it.
Like Nike said.
Swoosh!
Oh, I was thinking Shia.
I was also thinking Shia LaBeouf.
Nike LaBeouf.
Oh.
Nike LaBeouf. Just LaBeouf it.
Alright, now to follow that up, tell them why they should apply to Rose instead of the other schools.
Because, ready, dear.
I don't know the rest of the words. Yeah, we got it's everything you done, it's everybody you want, dear. Oh,
Yeah, we don't know it.
We didn't get to go to most of our orientation, so we never learned it.
And that's why you should. I'm just kidding.
I mean, no, Rose has a lot of things to offer, but Also, Rose isn't for everyone. I feel like you want to have that close-knit atmosphere. You want to be one of a few instead of one of a many, like many thousands of kids. And it is an acquired taste of engineering, but all of you are obviously into engineering. But they have a lot of resources that you can use that aren't really offered at other schools, and I know that I need those resources and I use those. And they balance a lot of things well, so like sports isn't overpowering, Greek life isn't overpowering, like school clubs aren't overpowering. So it's a really nice combination of everything that you could ask for in a school, really.
I'm gonna say, really the thing that brought me here was everywhere I went, this was the one place that really all the professors showed a personal interest in what I was wanting to do as my major, or do with my major. Everyone got excited and started like throwing around ideas, and it was fantastic. Everywhere else that I went, there was a lot of kind of like, oh, yeah, that's not the normal thing, we don't know how we're going to do that. But having that personal interest from the professors was something that really meant a lot to me. So you're going to find that here.
Also, 98% job placement rate in 2018.
Also, average starting salary of like a lot.
Over 70.
Okay. So that's pretty nice. And I have a very good time along the way.
Also, it's kind of fun.
Only a little amount.
And Chavez.
Oh, chums.
Apply for Chavez.
Yeah, the average accepted offer was around $70,000, which is more.
If you visit and you don't go to Chavez, you're missing out on your visit, by the way. What's the process like for applying for financial aid scholarships? You have to apply early action, early decision, whatever, in order to get merit scholarship, which
Full
is going to
consideration
be
for merit
a
scholarship.
lot more than a lot of the others you can get.
And
But
then,
yeah,
if you don't like your financial aid package, you can also email them and ask for more money, and they'll typically give you a little bit more money.
wait, for real?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they gotta
It's
be in
called
the know.
an appeal process.
I got $2,000 more.
I got
I got a free laptop.
Did you know about this?
Yeah, so you can get up to $4,000 more a year, so that can obviously equate to almost like about the most is $16,000. So that adds up to a lot by just literally one paragraph to like Middleton and financial aid.
Does it work now still? Like
You
if
can
I apply
try.
next
I
year,
can
can I do it?
try.
The worst thing they can say is no, and that's they'll put you in the same spot you're already at.
I don't even know if I'll be able to afford this.
And the
We'll
good
see.
thing with like merit scholarships here, it's not attached to any grade point average besides the good standing, which is like a 2.0. So it's not like you have to maintain like a 3.2 or a 3.5 to maintain that scholarship and put you under more stress, which I find nice.
You can also talk to them about like getting a computer for free. I did that and I got my computer for free.
Me too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I gotta pay that.
Bro, what the heck?
So Steve was bad, and he didn't reach out. But
And
definitely
now I'm
reach out.
gonna be paying. Are you guys still doing tours by any chance? For the rest of the month?
Yep.
If you come during July, we will be here.
Come during July.
I know my dad
we will
what?
be here.
I know my dad what?
I know my dad wants to visit, but I don't know when they will be non-virtual most places again.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the next
no,
two.
we've been
We're-
doing it
we've
the
been doing
entire time.
He means the other schools, so we can do them all at once.
Oh,
Like Purdue,
lame.
probably Purdue and everything.
Lame. So we specifically are doing it for the next 2 weeks. I know
And
a few of
then
you are doing them, yeah.
Bree, me, and Vincent, and
Ashley.
Ashley will all be giving tours until August 14th.
So yeah, definitely come visit.
Schedule ahead of time though, because they are doing a limited number of tours just to enforce social distancing still a little bit.
Yeah, Rose is also a very careful campus. Like, we are very safe and secure here.
We got our own safety units.
Public safety is what they're called.
The only time your res hall will be
So you need a
unlocked
second?
is homecoming week, and that's only until like 11 p.m., 12 p.m., something like that.
Otherwise, they're
Midnight.
always locked.
Otherwise, they're always locked unless you have a school ID.
And they're only open during homecoming week because a lot of the alumni come visit and like to go through the old rooms and see the murals and everything. Yeah, definitely try to visit before the end of July.
Please, we'd love to meet you.
And if you're a CS, I will tour.
Or if you're an ME. Or a CS. I would.
Or if you're anything in the physics
Yeah.
department, that's gonna be me.
If you're an
And
ME, we
she's
can help.
like-
If you're somehow the one optical, you'll definitely have Kobe.
Yeah.
Yes.
How
definitely come
adaptable
here
were
if
your
you're
classes
knowledgeable
when
while
going
I'm here.
virtual? So it probably depends on the major. So as a CS, ours were very easy because they're computer classes, but the labs were more difficult.
It depended on the prof a lot too. That's a lot of
Yeah.
it will depend on your professor. Like I had one professor who handled it really, really well, and then one who did not handle it quite as well. And I think they're sticking, because there are some classes that will be online this upcoming quarter, and I'm hoping that they're sticking to the ones who are confident that they can.
Well, I think they also have more time and they've had some experience, so everyone's going to keep getting better as we go along. Some people did a very good job, some people still have room to grow.
Yeah, I'd say most of them did pretty well. Like my experience was just fine. But yeah, again, there are going to be some of the professors that don't do so well with that technology aspect. But yeah, along the weeks going on, it definitely got better and better and better. And it should not be a problem for any of you because it will be like a year and a half, 2 years from now, or year, where they are using this time to get better at it and stuff. And there's also classes that are like half online, half meeting in person, and the cap sizes, so the sizes of classes are going to be a bit smaller too, just to ensure the safety of the students and staff.
The double majoring is pretty common,
Yeah.
but it also is more common in certain fields. So like computer science, software engineering, it's like 5 classes that you have to fit in your schedule. And then computer science in general is usually a pretty popular one for anything in the double E department or ME. So that's kind of like something that people add on just to have extra skills when they come to try and get jobs.
It definitely is a little bit easier if you have a lot of classes in common between the majors. It gets a little bit more complicated once you try to bring together things that don't have a lot of classes in common.
Like civil and
But
CS.
it's very possible. Very possible.
Like ME and CS?
Right.
Yeah, so I am double majoring in ME and CS, and it helps that I came in with a good number of credits. And then Rose will work with you, like if you still want to get done in 4 years. I know I look so professional holding a sucker while I do this. But if you still want to get done in 4 years, Rose will work with you. You can take summer classes to get you out in 4 years if you still want to get done in 4 years. And there is space built into the schedules, like for free open, Jesus Christ.
Tech electives.
Yeah, tech electives, free electives, where you can spend that time like working towards your minors or your other major.
Also, triple majoring is an option.
No, screw it. No, it's not. No, it's not.
You gotta be a god tier.
Math, right? It's pretty common.
Yeah, that's the most common because there's a lot of math classes in the CS track, so I'm considering it, but it depends on how this epidemic impacts the scheduling, because it might push stuff back. What are the differences between CS, CE, double E? By CE, William, do you mean computer or civil? Okay, so basically, between CS and computer engineering, CS is more of the math and coding behind the computers, whereas CPE is in the double E department and is a lot more hardware, wiring, like computer system based stuff. So that's probably closer to the double E with some coding classes thrown in almost. That's like the main difference. And the CS has a lot more math classes, I believe, than the CPE stuff does.
Yeah, and double E is just electrical, so just all circuitry.
And yes, AP classes impact what you take, because if you start like later on in calc, you can get ahead on math classes, you can get ahead on your track for your major. If you get to test out some of the coding classes, that usually helps a decent amount. CPE and CS stuff is pretty common just because people can test out. And I'm just talking to annoy Bree at this point.
So listen up, listen closely. One of the things I did not take seriously in high school was studying for AP tests. So yeah, you would assume that I did not do very well and get as much credit as I could have. And this would be correct. It literally adds up to so many thousands of dollars because it costs a lot. So if you can get credit, I would extremely, extremely, extremely urge you to do so, because it's gonna save you a lot of time, and you're gonna get more dignity and honor. You know, you might even be coming in as a sophomore or anything. Yeah.
I currently am a junior by credit standards, and I just finished my freshman year.
Weird flex, but okay.
I mean, it really
I guess I
does let you, like, you can get a lot of stuff out of the way. That's what I'm trying to
Yo,
say.
William, you don't have to flex
Jeez.
us like that, bro.
Okay,
You
William,
got a 5 on Calc BC?
You're a
you're a god.
cool guy.
Say Jamie.
Okay, so the only AP credits they don't accept are physics because it's algebra based, and you have to take
Yeah, if you do
calculus.
calc,
based.
then you're fine.
If you take calculus based physics, they'll accept it. Otherwise, they won't.
They
Also-
might change that with the new format for the test they did, but I doubt it.
Yeah, it's the thing of APs is online, but they also don't take AP Environmental Science.
And there is a list of what AP tests they take.
I
don't know exactly
just
where it
said
is.
that.
Did you?
Yeah, it's online.
I don't listen to
And
you.
they don't take 3s, only 4s and 5s.
Big L for.
Yeah, it was a big L for me.
Yeah.
And even if you do get a 5, if you want to take the beginning classes to adjust rather than getting ahead, that is also an option.
Yeah, I recommend one of your like humanities classes because there's like you have 9 rooms, and so I tested out of 5 coming in. So then I only have to take 4 here, and 2 are required. So I'm pretty much done with humanities after like freshman year. So.
Also, if you take dual credits, don't be afraid to like still apply. I know when it says like transfer credits on Bannerweb after you apply, it's like, hey, I want to get my credits in. It says no dual credits taken. That's a lie. You can actually get your dual credits. You just have to provide a syllabus as well, so that the professors can look and see that the curriculum coincides with what they teach as well. And you can still get credit for that.
They won't take many dual credit math classes, but all your
Unless they
English and
see the
history and
syllabus.
stuff. What?
Unless they see the syllabus.
Well, yeah, but they won't take a lot. Like, it will be very few schools that offer those programs for high schoolers.
Yeah.
But get out the English if you can. It helps a lot.
You don't want to write essays. I have
Or
to
send
write
out
essays.
surveys every other week trying to get people in your res hall
Those
to
are the
respond.
design classes.
Oh, those aren't for.
They're design classes.
Alright, let's go with some favorite memories from freshman year.
Explicit. Moving on.
Yeah, keep it PG. But Cam, yeah, you're right.
Okay, so we have this thing called open door policy. I don't know if you've heard about it. I'm sure you have. But basically, I had just finished my homework at like 2 in the morning. I had just finished my homework at like 2 in the morning. I was exhausted. I had an 8 a.m. the next day. Then I had someone come by and they're like, "Hey, you want to play ultimate frisbee?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?"
What?
And then yeah, we played out there for 3 hours.
What?
Yeah. What do you mean what?
This is
Sorry for
crazy.
having fun. But so I only got 3 hours of sleep that night. But that was still just like one of my favorite memories. Just because like I think back to that and I don't regret it one bit. It was a ton of fun. And there's just like little stuff like that happens all the time.
Alright, Bloom Boys, what's your favorite memory?
Yeah, I remember, this one's just kind of nice. There are a lot of them, but, but there was one where I was really tired and my RA, her name was Sharice, or is Sharice.
I love
Sharice.
Sharice is great.
She passed. No. And I was really tired and I was like, hey, can I like sleep in your room? And she was like, yeah, sure, I don't care. And then she was like, you know what, let's have a dedicated nap time on Fridays after classes. So at 5, everyone got like blankets and pillows, and we literally all just slept on Sharice's floor or her couch or like her bed, and it was really nice because all of Bloomberg just kind of had a nap time.
Curtis, yeah, I work on campus and I still have above a 3, so you can have a job and work fine. Like,
Congratulations.
It also depends on what the job is and also how good you do in school personally.
yeah.
Like some people like to just work 1 day on the weekends or 2 days on the weekends and then leave the week for homework. We had a couple on our floor my freshman year that did that, so.
Yeah.
With the tech theater work study kind of job, we worked like 1 day, specifically like a week. However, with like shows coming through, we did have like some really weird weeks. So like for the magic show, we had to work that Thursday evening. So we worked after like classes got out. So it was like from 7 and then it went all the way until 2 in the morning. So that was kind of annoying to go back and then do homework, but like it all just depends.
Yeah, I average about 15 hours a week because each shift is 3 hours at the SRC, but you can do homework while you're on your shift.
thought you were saying you're sleeping average hours a week.
I average 5 hours of sleep a day.
Some people sleep. That's me.
3 or 4.
But my grades show for it.
Yeah.
Got him.
Got him.
I usually got 6 or 7.
What?
7 or
He's crazy.
yeah.
That's half of me. Good job, man.
I'm trying to think of a
I
good
tried.
like memory. I mean, there was just a bunch of nights where I just like walk like I hang out with like a bunch of like the guys on the soccer team that's in my grade because there's like 16 of them. But like one time, like we were doing a Walmart run and like I like snuck out of the like we were like filled in the back like with the groceries and stuff because we were finishing up and like the back of the car and then like I like snuck out of the car and then my friends started driving away and then they were like wait like Bree's not in here so I had to like run across the parking lot and it's like dark, it's like midnight. So I'm like running across the parking lot and then I'm about to go and open the door back up and then he like skirts away again so I have to run even farther across the parking lot but they finally get me. I don't know, that sounds pretty lame but it was really fun.
So there's a hill right next to where the fraternity houses are, you know, and me and my friend, we got this really tiny tricycle, and we were just riding down it for like 3 hours during finals week because we didn't want to study. So.
One fun thing is classes were out after winter quarter. I guess this is like Christmas break time, so kind of early winter quarter, and there was snow on the ground. And we just had a tire inner tube in our lobby, and so we went out to a hill right outside Bloomberg and just sledded down the hill with this inner tube from the tire. It was pretty great. And then Curtis, I'm going to go ahead and answer your question. So classes, like your calculus classes meet daily, but most of your classes will meet 4 days a week. Some of your higher level classes start getting to 2 or 3 days, depending on content or the number of hours for the class. But there's also a lot of classes that have a...
He said hashtag ski terror.
Yes.
Yeah, we have weekend Wednesdays, so that's lit.
Yeah.
Never had
Wednesday is generally a lab day, but
Well, your
depends
first
on how you
quarter,
work it out.
yeah, your first quarter, you'll definitely have 1 hour of like the RHIT 100 class, which is like the freshman student success class, which is just 1 hour. But then, yeah, you can schedule. Like I would purposely schedule my labs on Wednesdays, like my early morning chem labs on Wednesdays, just so I could just like get it out of the way and be done, and so then I didn't have like a super long day on the weekdays. But you can schedule it for a weekend Wednesday, which is like, you can possibly have no classes. Oh, and then you'll have your calc classes if you didn't like test out, blah, 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 blah. But like, it's really nice because it's like Monday and Tuesday, you work hard for 2 days, and then you sort of get like a tiny bit of a break Wednesday, or like just sleep in maybe 1 more extra hour, do more like of your homework and stuff, and then you work more for Thursday and Friday, the chunk of 2 days, and then you have like Saturday and Sunday rest, you know, rejuvenate, have friends, like blah, 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 blah. So I really like that because it was like just get through 2 days and then a little break, 2 days, and then a little break.
Do laundry on Wednesday.
Yeah, do laundry on Wednesday.
Saturday morning.
Oh, there's so many art classes.
Saturday morning.
I really want to take watercolor, but it always fills up with the seniors, so I have to wait till my senior year. There's also like a bunch of other ones. There's online art, like, you know, graphic design classes too.
I mean, I can pull them up and list them off if we really want to.
There's tons.
Or I can just send you a screenshot of them.
Hey, Ashley.
That's an option.
Ashley, go.
There's printmaking, so my roommate's taking that right now. So like basically you take a design and then the teacher 3D prints it and then sends it to the students so they can make it. That's how they've been doing it virtually, and then like it's like a giant stamp, and then you like stamp on paper. And then they also have getting drawing. But that's like a lot of these classes they rotate when they offer them. Another art class they offer is like some like art history classes. But yeah, like Wade said, it's hard to get into unless you're a senior because they get first dibs on everything.
I do want to point out something though. This is not to be like rude or anything, it's just like a bunch of this information, like you can like look up course catalogs catalogs and stuff and see exactly what courses are offered on like the Rose-Hulman website, just to like, so like there's written stuff down so that like it's not like, oh my god, I have to write all of these like answers down from these kids that go to Rose.
Especially
it's like,
since we don't know everything.
Exactly, we don't know everything like off the tip of our tongue or anything, so it's like definitely a lot of like more specific, like detailed like paragraph about each like club or whatever is online. So if you do spend a little bit, just navigate that website and there's like soups information, you know?
What's your favorite kind of pizza and donut?
Is that
Pizza, go.
Pizza, pepperoni, donut, square.
What brand?
There's a that's not true. What do I really like? There's a place in my hometown called Pizza by the Harbor. It's very, very good. Go.
I like pepperoni and cheese stuffed crust, and then I kind of like any type of donut. Square.
We have square donuts if you, yeah.
My favorite kind of pizza. I don't know if I have a place. I guess Domino's, like meat lovers. And then donut wise, there's a place in my hometown called Concannon's. Basically anything there. The apple fritters there are really good. So.
I roll with any place, really. But yeah, cheese stuffed cheese stuffed crust is really good. I do enjoy the normal the cheese option. And then I live up north, so there's Tim Hortons, which is a Minnesota.
It's in Ohio.
Okay, good. Yeah, so hopefully you guys know about Tim Hortons. It's just like a donut place and like a little like breakfast shop, so they have good donuts, like Timbits, you know?
Yeah, both of mine are from my hometown. There's La Rosa's Pizza, it's in Ohio. I like the bacon one. And then Bill's Donuts, the glazed donuts. I've never found anything as good as them, I'm just saying.
Long's Bakery Donuts.
Ooh, Longs. Yes.
Where are you guys from?
It's in Speedway, Indiana.
It's probably not.
It's by the
It's not a
racetrack,
safe place
and
to.
it's delicious. And they have a line out the door at 5 a.m. because that's when they open.
It's good. We should go take a trip. If they're open.
We're going on a trip to.
Right now?
I
No.
forget what you said.
I mean, it's a lot. It's not.
We should make a trip to Long John.
It's not like 20 minutes away though.
It's like
All
An hour
right,
and a
next
half.
question, Jim.
an hour.
Road
Between an hour and an hour.
Do you think you want it? Oh.
Yeah, Andy, we can't help you on that, but it's got to be a personal essay, bro. Just convince them that you're awesome.
Like, if you're looking for someone to read through it, like you've already got it written, we might be able to do that, but it is definitely like, we can't write it for you.
And we're definitely not in mission, so if we read it and we're like, it's great, and then it's awful, then like, don't do it.
William, I have a fun fact for you. My best friend's name is Foss Williams, so just basically your name flip-flopped with an S on the end. Just kind of fun.
There's a lot of vending machines.
I enjoy it.
Like, there's
so
vending
many.
machines in all the res halls, plus like the cafes all have basically a vending machine that they offer, like with sandwiches and snacks and all kinds of stuff. So
We have a room for vending machines in the academic buildings too.
Yeah, right,
Yep.
that thing across from the mail center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where the vending machines are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where the vending machines are.
If you're ever playing hide and seek, hide behind them. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
bro.
wave.
No, you're not supposed to tell them that. You're supposed to hide there.
Then you can find.
I mean,
public, there's everything here.
yeah.
Dude, there's like
Public.
everyone.
My roommate was
Public.
homeschooled.
Big boy public right here. Big boy private.
We do
right
have
here.
private schools. I think Vincent went to a private
Oh,
school in
Megan.
Georgia, so
When?
I think that's what he said. Can't quote me though.
Oh, they're most definitely lots of hard.
Vincent was it?
What's up? So what about first school?
Did you go to a private school?
I did.
Okay, yeah. They were just asking if there were each kind of school kids here.
I haven't heard about much homeschooled.
My
Yeah,
roommate was
I don't know
homeschooled.
about that.
Bruh, okay.
My friend's
Oh, okay. Normally, deadlines are pretty
Where's the box?
hard, but if you
The
contact the
Let me
professor
go
about
back.
things like certain projects, like robot stuff, I definitely will try to extend it. You just definitely have to work hard, but it's like an average like calc assignment. If it's due by 5 p.m., it's due by 5 p.m. really.
If you get to know your professors personally and they know that you are putting in a lot of work on the project, that you are doing sufficient time on your work, like they're gonna say, hey, I can tell you're trying to do some good work. I'll give you an extra day. Like it really depends on the professor and if they can tell that you're trying.
But it's
to
not
do the
like
best
it's
you
something
can.
you can just like mess around with kind of thing.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
you have to be able to show that you're working on stuff for them to trust you enough to think that you're not messing around. And it's always really good to over communicate. I feel like with your professors about things than to under communicate, so then there's a paper trail, like there's just things that are just there, so then they can understand what's happening with you, and like if there's something you're going through or whatever, or a certain concept you're not understanding.
Also, some classes have built-in late days. A lot of the computer science classes have those, so you basically start with 3 late days, and if you turn in a homework assignment a day early, you get one. If you don't turn in a homework assignment on time, you can use a day to like turn it in the next day. So that's nice. Who's been your favorite professor so far?
Dr. Taylor.
Dr. Buzzkin.
Dr. Green.
Dr. Terry.
Why?
He's freaking great. Dr. Green is a dad, and he was a great teacher, and he had guided notes. Everything about Dr. Green was incredible.
Dr. Green.
Okay, for me, it's not to sound like I'm sucking up, but Dr. Adu probably, because he's my academic advisor, so we've had like just like heart-to-heart talks, and he's also a civil, so I've just like hung out with him and stuff. And like I've met his kids in the volleyball tournament for the Engineers Without Borders. He's really cool, so I really like him a lot. But also, does Tom Bear count? So I'm really close friends with the Vice President of Enrollment and Management here at Rose-Hulman. So yeah, like I talked to him. Like I'm gonna be working for him.
She yelled at him today?
Yeah, I yelled, Tom Bear, bless you!
He's taking us out to dinner on Saturday.
He's taking us
He's
out to
taking
dinner.
us out to dinner,
So yeah.
taking us on a date.
My favorite's Dr. Hartnett because he gives me A's in every humanity class I take with him. And
This
he's
is also
hilarious.
true.
Also, Dr. Tarrant is fantastic.
Dr. Tarrant is a
Who
legend.
is this guy? I need him.
He's a
All you had in our
/ math professor
He's
that
so
is
good.
it's like he's basically like a college student that teaches.
Oh, he's the funny.
He's
So
wonderful.
He's also really good.
Yeah.
What? When did you have him?
When did I have him?
Yeah. You take between 3 and 5, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, usually 4 is around standard, depends on like the hours. Like some will be shorter classes, so I have to work 2 credit hours. So usually like 4 or 5.
You usually have 3 to 5 classes and 1 lab.
Yeah.
Yep.
And until your senior year, if you're ahead, you could have like 1 or 2.
It's like,
Yeah.
go
If I didn't add any minors, I would have 1 class spring quarter by senior year.
Go right now, Cody. Rip it off. Cody.
Okay, my favorite professor is Dr. Safa. He's an optical / physics person,
Oh, I thought you
and
said the person.
no, I
I didn't mean to like skip
No,
you
you're
there.
good.
I just want to make sure.
I know, you're fine. You're fine. I don't speak up a lot.
Oh,
so.
okay.
I just felt like I should give him some credit because I'm
Yeah,
the only one in that department.
And if you didn't know already from us talking about it, Rose-Hulman's optical engineering program is only 1 out of the 6 accredited in the United States.
According
It's-
to our
it's-
fact.
It is 1 out of 6. It's the only one not on the coast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't
I looked up all the other schools to try and figure it out.
Oh,
Also, you get a lot of free stuff.
They do.
Cody, why did you pick optical engineering?
Oh, I get a story time! Yay! So basically, as I was a senior in high school, I knew that I loved theater and singing and stuff, and I knew that I also loved math, science, engineering type stuff, and I wanted to find a way to combine those. So as I was going throughout my college search, I would go places and be like, hey, I want a way to combine theater and engineering, and I was like, generally the tech side, like lights or sound, and everywhere I went was like, okay, we have an engineering program, and we have a theater, and you can design the sets in the theater, but here I came here and I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. Actually, I got the paperwork and I looked through it and I saw this major called optical engineering. I was here on a preview day, so I went and I talked to the head of the department, and talking with him, he was just super excited. He was like, you know, that's a really cool thing. Not many people want to combine theater and engineering. We could totally work on, like, he started listing things that we could do, things that have been done in the past, ways we could integrate them, and it was just awesome. It was where I figured out, like, other students and the professors, like, really cared about what I wanted to do, so it was really exciting for me.
That's so cute. That's really heartwarming.
I have a fun story for that.
Yeah. What is your engineering story?
Okay, so I came in here, I'm an ME CS. I came in here as an ME because I was like, I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I know I want to do engineering, and ME is like pretty standard, kind of in the middle, and I like
Basic.
building things. Oh, what was that? Excuse me? Dirt. So I found out that I wanted to go into like automation kind of stuff. So I took a couple coding classes, and I really enjoyed them, so that's why I added computer science. And it fit into my schedule, so I'll still graduate in 4 years. We say Joe for those who are two in here. But yeah, so all is good.
Alright,
It's your
Bree, why'd
turn,
you
JJ.
choose civil?
Wait, why did
Yeah,
you?
it's your turn.
Okay, so back in 7th grade, it was like some people's parents came in and talked about their work, and one of my friend's mom came in and talked about environmental engineering, and I like got hooked on it, and I just like kept liking the idea. I did like a camp at U of M about it, and I've actually been talking to the soccer coach at Rose-Hulman since my freshman year of high school, so that was always on my radar, and I really just stuck with it. And yeah, obviously civil engineering, the environmental minor, and sustainability minor, and I'm doing it, and I'm trying to work on a 5th-year master's so then I can get a master's in environmental engineering and graduate here with many different cool things. So, what did you say?
The heck is ETC?
That was added me. I'm sorry.
What is
I said that
ETC?
for me. ETC, Electronic Theater Controls. It's the biggest
Okay, that makes
lighting
more
company in the
sense.
Oh,
world.
that's cool.
I was
So-
like, what in the heck is that?
Are you gonna go?
I mean, we're doing
Oh, and when I
Will I
grow
walk in
up,
that?
I want to make the world a better place, so I think I can do that with environmental engineering. No!
Kaya, why'd you choose
RC.
engineering design?
Me, engineering design. Wow.
Wait, can you hear her?
Yeah,
Can you
move
hear
up,
hear me?
move up here,
Can
move
you
up
hear
here.
me?
Get up.
Or use these.
Lay down, like either
I'll
one.
go right here.
Touch hand.
Hold on, I gotta unmute. Okay, there you go.
Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can. So, engineering design is a very, yeah, can we do that? There we go. There we go. So, engineering design, I picked it because it's a very hands-on major. That's what I was really looking for. I was mechanical in the beginning, but then I really wanted something that would lead me to music, which is something I enjoy, but I also wanted to incorporate engineering somehow. So I thought engineering design would sort of place me in that journey. So that's kind of why I chose engineering design. And we're mostly as I said before, a project-based major. I've already made a few products for like kids with disabilities already in like fall and winter quarter, so that's been pretty awesome. But yeah, that's my story.
That's really cool.
Yeah, awesome. Here we go. Yes.
What's the best food in the buffet?
Candy!
Candy!
Candy! Candy! Candy!
Pot stickers!
Hot stickers!
Hot stickers!
Candies! Candies! Candies!
Hey guys, just know it's a hotly debated topic between essentially two things. So.
Ah, chicken tenders!
What were you guys saying?
French toast and
French
hot
toast.
stickers.
French toast is good.
Wait, we can all agree, the fries,
I
kind of
haven't-
solid.
They're always good.
Well, it depends on the kind of fries. They basically switch every day.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Candies! But yeah, so there's like, it's not a tendies cult, but if it's, you like wake up in the morning, I've woken up to people saying, there are tendies today.
Yeah.
I've woken up.
Yes.
I got this. Alright, Curtis, don't get the freshman 15 by participating in IMs. IMs are lit, and you need as many people as you can, so show up. There's so much fun.
Especially 25.
Yeah. Especially with Chauncey's.
Okay,
If you start eating Chauncey's.
We almost missed Kevin's
And chocolate.
question about what do students do most often on the weekends.
Sleep.
Daddy!
Sleep till noon.
I mean, I always had games.
Yeah, sleep
we
and do
always had
events
games.
with your
We're
friends.
gone.
It depends on the time of year, because during the fall, there's a lot of fraternity stuff that happens on some weekends. So.
Yeah, and then your essays become your freshman year. We'll have events planned for the weekend. So usually just do those kinds of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of
every weekend.
stuff on campus, like always, but like if you want, you can go out and do stuff.
Yeah, that's true, Andy. They have ice cream, cookies, like pudding.
be
They have all
smart.
kinds of stuff.
It takes some control.
Just go to Chauncey's. They don't have dessert, so then you don't have to eat it. You can just
They
have
have
your
just
burger and
cookies,
fries.
though.
Well, they have cookies, but you have to get it and set your side. So.
Yeah.
We need to also
Yeah.
finish with Grace's question.
Yeah, what's Grace's question?
How did the rest of you pick your majors? So we got through some of us, we didn't get through everyone.
So I've always been a big fan of rockets and that kind of science behind it.
Yeah.
So, and I've always been really hands-on, so I absolutely love Legos and just kind of building things and working with my hands. I did tech theater for a lot of times, so I was able to build like a lot of the sets and design them. So that's kind of how I got like my hands-on work. And then I was like, you know what? Rockets and airplanes are really cool, and I really like just the thought of being able to fly or go up in one of them one day. So, Andy, did you just say same? I freaking love you. But yeah, I absolutely love that. So I'm doing ME with a focus in aerospace technology. So,
All right, now it's Faye's turn because she's got an abnormal one.
I'm a chemistry major, so I actually went into like high school not wanting to do STEM at all. I was always the like history geek in high school, and I wanted to go to law school originally and do law. I took my first. Oh, sorry, I'm sitting on Wave's lap. But in sophomore year, I took my first chemistry class and kind of just like, I really enjoyed it. It came easy to me. I liked learning about, just like the stuff in the intro chemistry classes. And then I was talking to my dad about it one night, and he was like, hey, there's this thing called patent law. So basically it's law with a focus in technical subjects. So it's kind of, but basically I found a career in both law and chemistry. So yeah, way to go.
So,
Ashley, hello.
Talk about chemical engineering.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I took chemical engineering mainly because both my parents are chemical engineers, so I grew up watching and seeing all the things that they did, and that really interested me. And then I really liked chemistry and science and math classes, so I kind of all went together. And then I went to an engineering camp, I think my sophomore or junior year, and I had just solidified that chemical engineering is for me. So yeah, it's from the family, but oh well, keep the tradition alive.
My camera? Oh, it's my right.
imagine being a family of plumbers.
Okay, finally Wave's turn.
So the family business is excavation. So I've been around a bunch of big, heavy machinery my entire life. Like when I was little, I know how to operate a skid steer, a backhoe, and a scraper, and all those things.
I was back
So
then.
and then my dad, he races as a hobby.
hit my head on the
So I've been around car engines and that stuff my entire life. He races in the 24 Hours of Lemons.
talk about it.
So I've just been around mechanical equipment, and I was like, dude, I can make a career out of this. So that's why I'm mechanical with minors in robotics and CS.
All right, Vincent, your turn.
Queen.
So, my parents didn't want me to go do business field area, but I was like, no, I don't want to follow that path. And I wanted engineering, and I don't know what engineering I wanted to do. So I took mechanical because I kind of study a little bit of everything. So it's easier for me to transfer to different area if I really want to. But right now, I really like mechanical, and then I took aerospace class. I liked it, and then I think I'm gonna get a concentration on that too. And also getting a minor in entrepreneurship, so that kind of make my mom happy. So yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
Steve, are you gonna be boring?
You should walk around here and be in front of the
computers.
I don't
Turn
really
on
have
your
a.
camera.
What?
Turn on your camera.
So yeah,
Do it,
well,
do
that's
it,
just
do
your
it.
story.
There we go.
So, do I have
Get
to
over
turn on my
here,
camera?
Steve. Get over here.
Yeah, Steve, we want to see your
I don't know why.
cutie cute.
You don't know why? You just said, alright, eeny,
So-
meeny, miny, moe, yes.
Basically, I was going to Operation Catapult, and I showed up, and they were like, hey, you gotta pick the area of the project you wanna do. And I was like, I don't know. And so basically, I was watching a TV show the night before we had to pick, and there was a hacker on there, and I was like, yo, that's cool. So I did coding, and haven't left since then.
That's how was your career? Was that TV show you watched?
We had an engineering class in high school that had to program a robot, and like I was really good at it, and so I was like, yo, this is kind of fun. And then when I got to Catapult, I like watched all these TV shows and movies with these hackers, and I was like, yo, I want to do that. And so now I want to like hack for the NSA though. That would be dope. But I'm not that good, so I'm gonna end up coding something else because I enjoy coding.
The
I don't know
hacker.
why, but I do.
Question!
Curtis.
Curtis is typing.
If it's not a question, then
Excuse me.
Extremely.
Frisbee is the biggest I am here.
It is. It really
I had
is.
no idea.
Everyone
Yes.
loves it.
We only had a week of it, and it was sleeting rain, which was a lot of fun to play in, except it was
It was cold. I played 3 games. I'm so excited.
But yeah, it's very competitive. We have an ultimate frisbee club team that competes.
Yeah, and they have like, you know, those like things at football, like football recruiting things where you have to like jump up and hit the thing. They have one of those, so basically if you hit it, you're on the team. Otherwise, you have to like convince them, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, I remember at the club fair, they had like something there so like
if I hit
people
the
could
very
show
bottom one-
that they could jump up and catch a frisbee that high.
So if I hit the very bottom one, they'll still put me on the team.
They only had one girl. Now they don't have any girls because she just graduated. So
Nice.
level. So if you don't want to go all out, play C League because we don't know what
Yeah,
we're
I was
doing.
about to say.
Yeah, I'm also in C. That's good. We just
It's a lot of
chill.
fun.
You just vibe.
And that's where all of the IMs is, that
It's
there's
way more fun.
competitive like leagues, and then it gets less and less and less, so then there's like an IM relationship for everyone.
Yeah, A is I played it in high school, and C is I don't know how to play this kind of. Anywhere in between.
I think so. There's a like astronomy club.
Yeah,
that
there's
I
a
know
club,
like
yeah.
hosts.
Yeah.
The club would host it, but it's pretty much open to like the entire campus, and you could go and look at the big telescopes and look at stars.
You can't look through them. You can just look at.
You
Yeah,
can
you
look
can
at
go
them
over
and that they are looking at stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a soldering lab that's only supposed to be for double E's, but I go in there and solder myself some resistor rings. So basically, they can't really be like, "What is your major?"
You can do most stuff at
They're
Rose
gonna be like
like
a
a
gas
safety course.
As long as they know you know how to handle it, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have safety.
What Cody
courses.
said.
Yeah. What league does DSP want to play in? I am.
And Grace is
What sport? I think basketball we played in A League, but that was the only
good.
one we were
This
able
is
to
good,
get.
and you've
Everything
done
else
your
was B League.
research. This is amazing.
How did we all find out about here?
What?
How did we all find out about Rose?
Probably
We were
because
undefeated in A League basketball
Probably
until we
because of my coach,
forfeited a game.
soccer coach.
My engineering teacher.
Kaya said her engineering teacher, if you didn't hear that.
That was homecoming, Andy.
Yeah.
Homecoming, which I've never been to.
That was so every Friday before the Saturday homecoming game, we have a pep rally and then a bonfire that the freshman floors spend the whole week taking turns building and then guarding at night, while sophomores try to knock it over or / take stuff from it, not really knock it over, because it's made out of railroad ties, so it'd be tough to knock over.
That should be Tom Bear.
But yeah,
It's a great tradition.
I've heard.
It's a lot of fun, other than carrying the railroad ties up pallet staircase.
Yeah.
Back to Grace's question. I found out about Rose because I have a scholarship and it required me to like visit a college my junior year, and I didn't realize until the very end of junior year, and this was the only school open with open visitation days. So pure luck.
Wow, that was very fortunate.
Yeah.
Good
I was
lord.
scrolling through the coaches that were gonna be at a soccer tournament.
Yes.
But it was my junior year, not my freshman year.
I found out through family because I live an hour away.
Cameron Porter, who has lived the exact same life as I'm currently living. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't live here. I can't vote for mayor.
Yeah, not many of us live here,
No,
so we
none of
didn't
us
vote
are
for
Terre
Terre
Hautians.
Haute mayor.
I don't think none of us are from Terre Haute, so or like
The closest is an hour away.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No.
I know this. It's Star Wars.
It's a Star Wars.
Oh, that's how I've never seen it.
Yeah, that's a weird thing about Rose.
Go
Half the
watch
people here have
Star
not seen
Wars.
Star Wars, and it's
At
messed
least
up.
half of the people in this room.
Well, no, half the people at the school, it feels like.
People have not seen Star Wars yet. Me, you.
Educate yourself.
Okay, so there's at least 3 of us.
My essay last year hadn't seen Star Wars, so when Disney Plus came out, we spent like every Friday night for like 4 weeks watching a different Star Wars
It's
movie.
not a story the Jedi would tell you. Well, that's William. I don't even know what any of those are. So.
My Star Wars knowledge comes from Spaceballs.
He's like, yeah, same. I've seen Spaceballs, but not Star Wars.
Spaceballs.
I just want people to know that behind the screen is like Ed, Steve, and Kaya are windows, and there's a pavement, and there's this little like toddler kid running, like doing biking, and he just went by and looked like wee past us, and me and JJ just died for a second. Came
Yeah,
back to
it was
life.
fantastic.
It was great. It was an amazing looking face.
That's a fun time. Did you like watching us die?
Also, everybody else subscribe to YouTube.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go
Follow
ahead and
the
answer
Instagram.
Grace's question as well. I found out a little bit through family, also because I was looking at places to do engineering.
Optical engineering, 106.
Actually, this is where I found out about optical on my tour, so I found out.
Oh
about
shoot,
Rose
you're
first.
right.
So it was a matter of like my brother also toured here, but just knowing about Indiana engineering schools, I don't remember when I first found out about it. Yeah.
Literally the only reason it was on my radar is because I needed to go visit a school.
Also, if you can go to Catapult next year, do it.
Catapult's so much fun.
Yeah.
It
I
convinced
didn't
me
do
to
it, I
come
wish I
here.
did.
Yeah, same.
I didn't
I
either,
didn't
but I
know
did
it
it
was a
last
thing.
time, so.
We'll let you in on a little secret. It is worth the money if you decide to come to Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Because they give you back money.
You
or
get a
they have in the
scholarship
past
for it.
by a lot.
That money from
Or fun.
Project Select.
Well, yeah, you can
Do
do both.
both.
Yeah, do both if you're young, if you don't know where you're at right now.
Right, yeah, it was a good time.
Steve, you might not see that behind the camera there, or you sure?
Steve.
That's his bracelet. That's his bracelet.
It doesn't even
No,
make
it's
us the
not.
same.
Don't lie to the kids, Cody.
They can't see
It's
the right.
Steve!
This is
God.
This is illegal.
Oh, he's putting that on. Get that.
You're
Alright, streets over.
SAB. The herd.
Another herd.
Are you leaving, Andy?
I'm
Bye.
Hey, enjoy your bike ride.
Get your exercise.
Have fun.
It's alright.
They have bike racks on campus. You
He's
can
gone, he's
keep
gone.
your bike
He's gone.
there.
He's
Hey,
gone.
I don't care if it's too late. Everyone else
Yeah,
can go.
William, let's go.
William, yes too.
I don't have
I have to sleep.
Absolutely fine. You can ask him questions on Discord.
Where's what?
If you need to. If you
Keep
think of
it
questions.
The
The weather is good.
Yeah.
It is not cloudy right now.
The weather right now is really nice. Terre Haute and Indiana in general is kind of temperamental.
The Midwest is temperamental.
It's very bipolar.
But it has all 4 seasons.
In one day.
Sometimes not
Sometimes it has
From
seasons.
fall is like 2 days.
spring, but sometimes it goes from winter to summer, but
So we still have Curtis, Grace, Kevin, Megan, Owen.
Megan!
Okay, I'm not trying to like at you guys, but you are the remaining campers, so please, as a
Well,
smaller
several of them
group.
have asked questions.
Yeah,
I was
if
like,
you
if
have
you
any
have,
other
we don't want to
ones.
force you to ask, but,
Yeah.
but if you
It's
have
just-
some, please do
Yes,
not be afraid
exactly.
Or if you
If
come
you have
up with
dishes to
any
do-
in the future, I know I'm really bad about coming up with questions in the moment. Feel free to post them here even after the session is
Yeah.
over, and we'll do our best to get back to you.
Yeah, that's good. Even after the session's over. Good one, Cody.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's the last day.
you can still ask them after the camp's over, though. We will be
Yeah.
looking at Discord.
And
We'll be here
Instagram,
for
you
you.
can obviously DM it on the Instagram.
That was the last time
Yeah,
I'll
feel
ever
free
see
to
you.
hang out with us after this camp on
Never gonna
Discord
talk to
too.
Andy again.
Yeah, if you ever glitch out, leave a message at this channel and I'm
What did he even say?
He said if you're
Anywhere in China. If you go anywhere in China, Vincent will go out of his way to come see you.
Maybe it's harder or easier.
I hate this question!
Doubly is hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Dummy hard.
That's the only one I remember being like everything else is
Which
pretty.
one?
ME is the biggest
ME's
major.
the biggest.
Chemistry, no, chemistry.
Optical is the biggest major.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I would
Yes,
say-
that is a fact. No.
Economics is the smallest major,
That-
because you
yeah.
have to double major to be in it.
Engineering wise, probably chemical and optical are probably the smallest.
Chemie is not
Chemie is
small.
huge. Chemie is like the second
Hold on, I'm bringing up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bringing up the stats.
Okay, yeah.
I'm bringing
I
up the
guess that's
stats
big.
Because
from
ME's number one, I think
2018.
Chemi's number two.
Civil's
So-
pretty small.
Mechanical engineering is 29% of the student body,
That's
and
the
then
biggest.
the what are we saying? Like
Physics,
engineering is like biochemistry is the smallest.
That's not engineering.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Engineering.
Engineering physics.
Engineering
is
physics
0.9.
is 0.9%.
Look at that, 0.5% chemistry majors.
I bet you're going to an engineering school and not doing engineering.
The CS department's pretty big.
Yeah, he's not an engineer either.
It's the fastest growing
SM,
major.
software engineer.
And
Pop
for
off.
physics and OEs.
Yeah, computer
opticals are
science
pretty
is the
close.
second largest.
Also, I guess we should say for like the easiest major, there's really not one that's like easy
Yeah.
here. It's really just kind of depends on the people. Like people can triple major and still get a 4.0 every single year. So like they're just people that are dummy good. But like so like easy's kind of relatively hard, but I think double E is the most accepted.
the
Like
hardest.
wow,
Yeah,
it kind
they-
of throws you in the deep end the quickest.
They actually have, double E's do voodoo magic. That's what I've decided.
All
Oh,
of my
yeah.
friends that are double E have switched to something else as of this point in time.
Rose is. Oh, that was
Yes,
Steve.
whoever
Yeah.
whoever that spamming Steve is, he is right.
Yeah, so I sort of touched on this before, but like people think that civil is easy because it's like dirt and water equals mud.
Yeah.
And like water flows downstream, you know, but
Most of the people who say that are just picking. So
yeah, I have no
it's-
idea what it actually is about.
Because civils are garb. I'm just kidding.
Most of us will hate on civils, but like,
Well,
in the end, we all
civ-
respect it.
Civil
like,
design is like the hardest, like by
Yeah,
far.
yeah, no, you guys are.
So like, rest in peace, your senior year, Bree. I'm sorry.
Ah,
I apologize.
I like the letter.
I mean, not saying that's easy leading up to that, but I'm just apologizing in advance for that.
thank you.
I have a cousin who's a
Oh my god!
I'm so sorry.
My uncle's a civil.
See, my dad works with civils and he doesn't like any of them.
You
My
also
dad
live in
works with
Ohio.
engineers and he doesn't like any of them.
My uncle is an engineer and he doesn't like it.
Racist typing.
Uh-oh, Greg.
So, have any of you seen the claymation
No.
Christmas specials? Like, you know, like,
Yeah, like Rudolph
you
or
know,
like
you
Santa.
know, with like the heat miser and snow miser?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
heat miser is literally my uncle. Like, literally, they look the same, they act the same, he hates everything.
Yeah.
That is my uncle. Anyway,
I
continue.
feel like we all have that one uncle that just doesn't like anything.
Oh,
That's the
oh
heat
yeah,
miser.
my one uncle, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, way to be relatable, Steve. Way to connect everyone.
Give us some.
That timing was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Hey.
Grace and
Engineering
Oh,
band.
alright, Grace, come on.
off,
Aerospace.
Pop off, sis.
love it.
Having to do with
I
engineers.
know.
But Grace, do you have a Tom Bear? Because we have a Tom Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 people in my family that haven't even gone to college. So,
Just reported it here.
the lack
We
of
gotta
time
post the whole
management
thing.
skills that I
No,
actually
but we
had.
can,
I thought I
if
was
they
better.
want, like.
Okay.
What's something that surprised you once you went to Rose? Cam, what's up?
Huh?
What surprised you when you got here?
I was really worried about like meeting new people and stuff. But I was really surprised at how like easy that was. That was super, super easy. And like we were all coming in from a new area, so it was really easy to relate to them. And then was awesome.
Orientation's lit.
Yeah.
Orientation
definitely.
really like.
Imagine going to orientation.
Imagine playing a sport.
You want the art of beef.
Imagine having to go to orientation. I had to go to orientation.
Oh yeah, like
Orientation and then regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
wait, what?
Where's that?
Wait, you go. What surprised you at Rose?
Yeah, mine was kind of the same as Cam. You
Lame.
stole mine. But I was gonna say, I was just gonna add to that the essays were really helpful at like kind of pushing you to get out there and just kind of being your friend at first, and then they kind of like I don't know, they helped get the ball rolling on making friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say much too different as far as what's most surprised me. I
Crap myself up.
Okay. I always struggled a little bit in high school really connecting with people, and so being here and having the essays really reach out and connect with us and help us connect to everyone else was really super nice, and just everyone, like, I connected with people on campus so well, and I did not expect that. I didn't know what I expected, but it definitely was the right place, and I was happily surprised.
Oh. What surprised me the most is, well, okay, short story time. It was during a pool practice for like preseason for soccer, and I was just getting like really anxious about the school year actually starting. So afterwards I was like wet and soaking, and I was like, Coach, like I got in here by myself, right? Like you didn't get me through the admissions process because like obviously that's illegal, but I was still so nervous. And she's like, oh my Bree, you're fine. And then I actually was not dying in classes, so that surprised me that I was actually staying afloat. So.
Oh yeah, imposter syndrome was 100% real for me. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to handle this.
Yeah.
But you can handle it.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
Cam.
We have essays for when you feel like crying.
I cried in the essay room at least once. They had a beanbag in their room, and I sat there and I cried for like 30 minutes, and they just sat by me and were like, it's going to be okay.
You're not alone here, Rose. We all go through the same thing. We've all cried at least once while we're here. A lot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
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 Third, sixth, and ninth week.
Third week.
Every year.
Wait, can I go?
Yeah.
You can go.
You don't have to cry.
Cry first.
That's what surprised me the most was how much my sleep schedule changed. Like, at first, if I go to sleep at like 10, normally like high school.
I know one
Yeah, well, that changed drastically. Like probably like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. every night. So I went from like getting like 8 or 9 hours to like 6 if I was lucky. But it's not bad. Everyone's cracked at energy, so it's like.
The thing that surprised me the most were the professors, because like in high school and at Catapult, the professor I had didn't seem super like friendly, but then when you got here, it was just like completely different, and they're like good friends. They're like they're trying to get to know you, and I was like, what is this?
Your professors they usually ask you like how you are, like every day. When you walk in the classroom, it always happened, and even if you ran into them like in the dining hall, I would have my chemistry professor come up to me, and she would like ask me how my day was.
I love Dr. Poland.
Nice. Okay. Me and her child share a birthday, and that's all that matters to me.
No way, really?
This is so cute. I feel like I'm learning as much as like these campers here. I'm like, these are such good stories.
Some of the professors will sit at the front of class until you talk to them.
So the swim and dive team are both pretty good. The girls team is really, really small right now, so they need people. So definitely come.
I'm thinking in a couple hours, not now.
Yeah.
Yes, we're thinking. Okay, questiones.
Please.
Yeah, we got 13 minutes left on this camera.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and thank you all for actually asking questions.
Yeah, this has lasted a long time.
This has been really good. This has been really good.
I was expecting him to come back from getting food, and he was.
Yeah, I was really like maybe 8. It'll last 30 minutes, maybe, but.
Yeah, and FYI, if you have a question about Rose and you think of it in like 4 months and you put it on this Discord, I will probably notice, and I will probably get this answer.
I Discord every day.
Steve will still be spamming to follow
Yes,
RXYZ engage 4 months from now.
Next year, like when